watched a few of your YouTube videos. It was extremely informational, right? Because I saw the show up rate and stuff like that, how you spoke, and I was like, oh shit, like, is he, will he be willing to kind of train our team? And first month, it was just strictly training, and it was an insane increase on our show up rate. Not only the setting team was, but culture was as well. Now we're here, bro. Now it's just something that I feel like I can't live without you. Like I feel like this offer wouldn't be able to run without you. So we finished at 333,000, 300, almost 335,000 in cash collected. Realistically, almost 3x the entire freaking revenue and cash collected. And we ended like over at like I think it was over $400,000 in revenue.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? So, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Aaron Thomas. I am currently a setting manager, and I have collected over 500K within the high ticket sales space as a setter and a bit of a closer. What I do now is I currently set managed teams, so setting teams on offers, trading offers, fitness offers, things like that. Now, who I have with me is Jackson Luna. He is a growth operator of a trading offer that I am currently managing as far as the setters. So yeah, Jordan, I mean not Jordan, my bad. Jackson, if you could introduce yourself and tell us who you are.
Yep. Appreciate the small introduction. But my name is Jackson. I'm 20 years old. I kind of do a little bit of marketing and operations for info product businesses. And one of the businesses that, we're going to be talking about is in the trading industry. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much kind of what I do. I just kind of work with content creators and help them scale their info products or courses or whatever you want to call it. So.
Nice, nice man. Well, yeah, I guess tell them, I guess like how do we it's kind of funny how we met, but yeah, I guess tell them like how we got introduced and things like that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, how we met was I want to say like way over a month ago, I think almost 2 months now. But at the time, one of my only closers in the offer, he's pretty good friends with you, and we only had one setter in the team, and you offered to train him for free. And it wasn't even through me; it was just my closer talking to you and my setter. I was, not in contact with you at the time. Then I talked to my closer at the time. His name is Kyle, and I was just telling him, if you had any content or any info about you. So I watched a few of your YouTube videos. It was extremely informational, right? Because I saw the show up rate and stuff like that, how you spoke, and I was like, oh shit, like and I was like, is he, will he be willing to kind of train our team, the setting team? He's like, yeah. So we just kind of talked about it. And first month it was just strictly training and it was an insane increase on our show up rate. Not only the setting team was, but culture was as well. And now we're here, bro. Now it's just something that I feel like I can't live without you. Like I feel like this offer wouldn't be able to run without you. So yeah.
I appreciate the kind words, bro. Yeah, it's been a great pleasure working with you, bro. I mean, like amazing marketing. I mean, if I have any setters watching this and things like that, like if you guys are in need of a growth operator, just hit up Jackson. I'll link his info in the description. But yeah, bro. Okay, cool. So what would you say was like some problems that you were facing before like we started even working together?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I was facing a lot of problems that I didn't even know I had. One was obviously setting wise overall, like we were doing a lot of outbound. We weren't doing any inbound actually. It was all outbound. And one of the main issues that we had was um at the time was really just financially qualifying someone and not even just financially qualifying, but qualifying them on the style of, kind of trading and things that we do in the company, and that some of the qualifying is time and financial and making sure they understand our systems and processes or strategies and the whole like trading offer or whatever. So we were having a lot of issues with that. Some people get annoyed by being called up, just the tonality of the setters and how they carry themselves. And at the time, we only had one setter, and you were pretty surprised of how much money we collected with just a team of one setter and one closer. But yeah, I mean that was our main issue. Our show up rate, it really sunk after we started getting a really large amount of inbound leads. It went from like a normal 70% was like our average that we were sitting at month to month to 50% like 2 weeks after, in the month of I want to say April, yeah. And it completely sunk at like the last 2 weeks, and we ended the month at like 50% show up rate. just because we were receiving so many leads that we couldn't handle. But yeah, those were one of the main issues that we were facing prior to you coming in.
Gotcha. And I mean, yeah, I do remember that when I was training the setter and yeah, he was telling me the stats and things like that. I was surprised just because I remember the amount of training he had and just how scripted he was. I think I remember telling Calwa that and then telling you that. And
Yeah.
then like we immediately flipped that around. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, like, why did you decide? I know you mentioned like you saw my YouTube videos and stuff like that, but I guess like before even watching, like, were you even thinking about hiring like a setting manager or a sales manager at all? Or
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking at all of delegating anything in the sales process. But you know, at the time, obviously, my closer kind of pushed me to make that decision. And I feel like what really made it easy was like the way we clicked right away. And you coming in that first month, that's just kind of training and seeing everything that you were doing with SOPs and getting on calls and fixing any issues and um, pretty much just doing all that. I was like, okay, this is something that it kind of changed the company around. Like, obviously, we're going to touch about numbers, but after that, I was like, yeah, this is something that I should have done way, way earlier. But obviously, my closer played a big part just because he was saying nice things about you. And once I, spoke to you, it just kind of went on from there.
yeah, I love that, bro. Well, I mean, I guess let's get into numbers, right? Like, what results have you seen, or like, what do the numbers look like since we started working together?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in the month, every single month that we've been um, in this year, like we haven't gone under six figures, like under 100,000. And in April, we finished a month at 170,000 in cash collected, and then the next month we finished at 333,000, 300, almost 335,000 in cash collected. So pretty much just realistically almost 3x the entire freaking revenue and cash collected, and we ended like over at like I think it was over $400,000 in revenue, and show up rate was above 80%. This month alone, like we're at 270,000 16 days in, 17 days in because this is recorded the 18th, but 17 days in, literally already passed a quarter million, half of the month, and the show up rate is well over 90%. We've had like five, six, or six no shows so far, and I think only like four of them were, or three of them were actually from setters. The other ones were just self bookings. Um, and it's just insane, like the work you put in and day out, the way that the setters carry themselves, the way they ask questions, communicate with the closers. It's like if we're running like an entire like um factory machine. It's like a whole process afterwards. And I've never seen something extremely organized. And just the culture we have as a team, like we really didn't have that before you coming in. And then the setters that you brought on as well, the way you train them, it's just it's genuinely, to me, was a game changer seeing that, like ever since you've been here. The leads don't really go to waste. So yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. And I mean,
Yeah.
like obviously, right, this typical sales question, but I mean, like with you doing with us damn near about to hit 400K this month and then almost hitting 400K last month, like how has that impacted your personal life?
I mean, dude, it 2x my income from just one offer. And like I couldn't be more happier because it really, like, the investment of investing into you. You invested into me with your time and knowledge, and I invested into you obviously with my pockets, but it doesn't matter. And um, like what has done to my personal life, bro, it's been insane. I never expected to make this large amount of money from just one client. And now that any clients that I will have moving forward, which I will in the next month, like it's just a no-brainer that I'm gonna have you and eat like every single freaking client I have, because it's just like if I see such results as at this high level of an offer, and we're trying to scale to 1 million by the end of this year, and we're trying to touch 500,000 next month. Like it's just, to me, I didn't think this like 8 months ago when I started working with this client. Like I did not see such a big impact and realistically such a quick time, because months pass extremely quickly. And yeah, it's just impacted me, in an insane way.
That's awesome, bro. I'm glad. And obviously, it wasn't all just me, right? I mean, we have a killer closer. Like
Oh
she's
yeah,
yeah,
100%.
she's
Yes.
about to fucking hit 200K this month alone.
Yeah.
But okay, cool, man. Well, I mean, like, um, who would you like recommend this to? I guess like, other growth operators, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I will honestly, it will be to towards anyone that's looking or that's looking one into hiring someone that's extremely professional, gets things done on time, always keeps you a hold of communication. So communication is not an issue at all. Um, and also if you want to really build a culture. Something that I noticed and that I've spoken to founders that have hit seven figures a month in the info spaces, without any culture, you're never gonna build real wealth in this business, right? And that's something that you came in and changed extremely quickly. You set expectations for everyone in the team, not only setters, but towards myself and closers as well. And genuinely, if you're a growth operator or a marketer or a sales manager, whoever you may be, and you're not thinking of delegating your setting process to someone that's 10, probably 10 times better than you, then I don't know what to tell you because I was thinking the same way. I thought that, I didn't need to do that. But as you can see, numbers speak louder than words. So I definitely needed to do that. So if you're someone that's, having issues with not only show up rate, but obviously like your setting process, as well as keeping people accountable and building a really, really good culture, then I suggest you work with Aaron because my life has became, I don't even know, man. Like it's just became the best it's ever been, dude. And we've built a really good friendship, not just with business, but just as normal friends. And that's what I would like to do. Like I don't like to work with anyone that I can't really be friends with, and Aaron is someone that you're gonna get along with extremely quickly. But there's literally no words that I can use to describe Aaron's work ethic and the things he has done for just this one business that I currently run. And I'm looking towards a very long future with him. Um, and yeah, man, like he's just a killer. That's all I can say.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to go to Tulum, bro. In September and just,
Yeah.
live it up. But well, I mean, I will say, for those of you that are watching this video, I will have a video in the description somewhere on the screen or in the description breaking down exactly like what I did to help Jackson and the offer owner. But yeah, that wraps it up. Thank you, Jackson, for coming on. And if you
Yeah.
guys have any questions, or you guys want to see Jackson's content, I'll post his stuff in the description. And then if you want to DM me or have any questions, my Instagram will be down below.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
bet.
Sounds
All right,
good.
bet. Peace.